The cars in the Caterham Iberia 340R and front road sport are here coming towards the lights, and they're off, and then we are gone with the Andrade Magalhaes car, who is in the lead at the moment, turning into Tarzan corner, but I think one of the cars has gone in between. The cars are now into corner number 3 up to Hunzerug, where they go up to the dunes towards a fast part of the track. And let's see what happens in this race. We do have in total 20 minutes to go, with the first minute already almost gone. And well, we had a lot of action-packed events within this field before. So let's see what happens into the coming 19 minutes. A lot of battling again on the front rows. We just have to see when they go towards corner number 11 and 12 to see who is driving where. And again, it depends a little bit on the sun and the reflecting cars, if we can see very well which cars are there. So 1, 2, 3. Well, basically the group in front of the field is as big as what we see now on our screens. So probably a car of, what is it, 9, 10, 11, 12 cars, which form the group on top of this race. With at this moment in the Arie Luijendijk corner a couple of cars who run away a little bit from the rest of the field, and these are then the Andrade, Hugo Antaro and Rafael Antunes. And at the moment we do have a safety car. At the moment they drive on the straight here with the number 3, number 38 and number 32 car, who fight for the lead in this race. We do have a safety car, and we also see one car that's really crawling into the pit lane. Soon we will know which car it is. And we have cars that hit each other within corner number 11. And that's the reason why we've got the safety car in. It's car number 11 at least, I see. So car number 11 is Osdoit Benjamin. And I saw another car there. And Ruben Ferreira da Costa is the one who is in the pit lane. But there are 3 cars who we are missing, and Osdoit Benjamin is one. Then the number 229 Legrel, Christophe Legrel, is the second one, and that's probably the other one that's in Hans Ernst corner. But we also missed the number 77, and that's Miguel Carmo, the number 77 car. I have to take a look here. Okay, number 77 car has a transponder problem, so he is still in the race. Ruben Ferreira da Costa in the pit, and Christophe Legrel and Benjamin Osdoit, these are the ones who crashed in corner number 15. They are in the gravel bed together. The marshals are already there, and they will probably tow them away as fast as they can. So at this moment, Abilio Justo is leading the pack in the number 84 car. And he has a little bit of rest before they have to continue the battle, with still almost 16 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get a view on the number 11 and 12 corners there. Yeah, there's still one car at least who is in the gravel bed. And at this moment the whole field with the safety car is driving towards that corner. So at least it will take another lap with the safety car in order to get the cars out of the gravel bed. And in the pit lane it looks as if Ruben Ferreira da Costa is able to exit the pit lane again. I have to check that. whilst the ambulance is going to corner 11 and 12, and we do have a red flag, and this is also bad news for Ruben Ferreira da Costa. If he was only 5 seconds faster out of the pit lane, he would have had the green light and he would not have missed so much time. Unfortunately, da Costa wanting to exit the pit lane, but then we got a red flag situation and he is not allowed to exit the pit lane. So again, it's a red flag situation on track whilst driving the Caterham Iberia 340R and France Road Sport race, the third race of the weekend. And that's because we have a crash with Christophe Legrel and Benjamin Osdois in corner number 11/12, which is a combination of corners. Two cars were in the gravel bed, but probably before they went into gravel bed, they hit each other hard. And we also saw one of the ambulances going towards the corner. So just wait what happens, and let's hope that the drivers are okay at the end. And the whole field is behind the safety car now, waiting for further instructions. The clock stopped at 15 minutes and 15 seconds, and that means that we still have that time, including the warm-up lap, of course, to race. And the marshals are also walking on the grid right now to check if all the cars are on the right position. And of course, this can take a few minutes with the rescue service and ambulance being in corner 11 and 12. But in the meantime, the marshals take care of the new start grid, which will probably the original start grid, I think, because we already had one lap behind us. But we'll see what happens and wait for further information from race control. Ja, dames en heren, ook hier op het circuit eventjes na een crash in bocht 11 en 12 zijn auto's 11 en 73 als Dwa Benjamin en Corbett Sigurgado tegen elkaar aangekomen. Waarschijnlijk voordat ze in de gravel in het grindbak kwamen al. Maar misschien ook wel doordat één in de grindbak stond en een ander er tegenaan gleed. In ieder geval, dat gaat even tijd kosten. Het medische team is daar ook bij. Kan ik verder geen informatie over doen, omdat ik het simpelweg niet weet. En ook niet netjes zou zijn om daarover wat te zeggen als het wel zo zou zijn. Maar in ieder geval, we wachten dus even af onder een code rood. De marshals zijn op dit moment bezig om op de grid het veld alweer op orde te krijgen. Iedereen op zijn plek. En ik verwacht eigenlijk, maar ik zal dat zo nog even navragen, dat we weer gaan starten volgens de originele startopstelling van deze race. In the meantime, all the racing cars are put back on their original starting positions. So that means that the number 3 car of the Andrade Magalhães Megre is on pole position. Then Miguel Carmo, the number 77 car, on second. And 46 car of Fernando Infanta da Camara, third. And Hugo Antao on fourth. On fourth, yeah, it sounded a little bit high, I think. Hugo Antao so on fourth and fifth. And Rafael Antunes, and the number 32 car on fifth place. So that will be the same. We'll miss 2 cars, of course, the ones that crashed, and they are still in corner number 11 and 12, where all the Marshall cars are also. So it will take a little bit of time before the mess there is cleaned up, and let's hope that the ambulance did go there for nothing instead of taking care of a person who got wounded. So hopefully everything is okay with both the drivers there. At the end we will start the race, we will restart the race, and the total race time will be 18 minutes, I think, starting from the warm-up lap. So the race time will be 18 minutes. still all the cars and everything is not removed from corner number 12. So we're still waiting to resume the race. There's still a red flag situation. Two cars crashed in corner 11 and 12. So in the meantime, the marshals have put the two fields in, or the two classes in this Caterham Iberia 340R and France Road Sport, separated on the start grid again, and it's the original start grid because the accident happened in the first or second lap of the race, so we'll start completely new then, but now for a race of 18 minutes. But of course we can't start until all cars are gone out of turn 11 and 12, and we now see the ambulance driving away, but the other rescue cars are still there, and I think the Caterhams also have to be removed still from the gravel bed. So we'll just wait a little bit until we get any news, and then hopefully can continue with the race. So one of the cars is towed away. It's the number 11 car that is towed away of Ostwald Benjamin, and the other car will probably be put on the truck and moved away from corner number 11 and 12. And after that, I think, no, it will not be removed via the truck, so I don't know where the other car is, to be honest. Let's check. Last car that's in the corner there is one of the officials' cars, and rescue car is also driving away, so I think it won't take too much time before we can resume this race, and we start from the original positions, and the race will last for 18 minutes. And obviously the marshals are still working in corner 10 and 12 after the accident that happened there. And still see also one or two official cars there, so we'll just wait until is there damage on track or is there a lot of oil on track? It's not very clear at the moment. And again, we're just waiting for a sign to resume with the race or to restart this race, because it will be a restart with a race time of 18 minutes this time. And we'll just wait for what happens. Then after this Caterham 340R and Portugal race, we will still have the Alpine Elf Cup for their first race of 35 minutes. And after that one, we'll have another Caterham race, the Caterham 430 Air France race, which will have their second race of the weekend also for 25 minutes. So including this Caterham race, we still have 3 races to go before the end of this second day of the Zandvoort Summer Trophy 2025. And it looks like we will continue or restart this race any moment because the sign 30 seconds is showed to all drivers. And that means that we will start behind safety car for one lap. And then the safety car will let them loose with the number 3 car on pole position in the lead for the rolling start behind safety car. So formation lap is now on and the clock will not continue, of course, because we have not started yet. But anyway, when they pass the finish line, the clock will start from 18 minutes to 0. And hopefully at the end with a hero. And there is one car on the start grid, which is the number 8 car, David Grecourt, I think. It's the number 8 car, who will be put forward by the marshals, and he doesn't even try to start the car again. So probably
being pushed.
We won't see him. Yeah, well, I thought he would like to.
But I pushed into the pit lane through the gate. That's bad news. Perhaps they can start it in the pit lane here and then make a start from the pit lane.
Yeah, but with a field like this, with so many cars, it's very hard to. Even if you're one of the fastest drivers, to get up front.
Now I missed the start because I was out doing a prize giving ceremony, so maybe Arthur, what happened at the beginning of the race, so I'm up to date.
Well, you should have listened to my commentary while you were doing the podium ceremony there. You always, women can do 2 things at the same time, but obviously us men can't. But we had a crash in turn 11 and 12.
On the first lap, I guess.
On the first or on the second lap, I even don't know anymore. On the first lap, but with Christophe Legrel, the number 229 car, and Benjamin Osdois, the number 11 car. And they crashed severely. Ambulance was needed there, and I think the track is also damaged. But it took quite a while to arrange everything up there, and therefore we'll have a new start or a restart for this race with 18 minutes to go. And let's hope it goes well, because earlier today we also had quite a crash in the same corner basically. This was more like the corner 11, and then the second crash, or the first crash this morning, was in corner 12. But it's basically one corner with 2 that goes into 2 directions, which sounds a little bit strange. But anyway, we'll see what happens this race. I hope everything goes well from now on for the next 18 minutes in the Caterham Iberia 340R and France Road Sport race. And the safety car will go into the pit lane. And then it's the number 3 car. That's...
we don't know if it's De Andrade. Four abreast through Hugenholt's corner just now. You don't see that very often, but they fit 4 by the side, and at the front
Yeah, well, for still hard to see every time which car it is, but anyway, we'll see what happens, and we'll get some more
and
information.
It's the pole sitters, De Andrade or Magalhães Megre, whoever is behind the steering wheel, who are leading this race. They had a good start, quite a good start, and they're leading now. They had a few meters over the car in second place. And let's check if that was indeed Fernando Infante da Camara who lost a lot of ground. He is much further down, I think, but let's check that. He passed the start-finish line in fifth, although he started in third, so he lost a lot at the beginning, but maybe not anymore.
Well, we'll see. They will pass the start-finish line every time. So it's now Ruben Ferreira da Costa and De Andrade on second, da Costa on first, Antau at third, fourth Rafael Antunes, but a lot happens. And then I don't know which ones they were, but it's around place 10. There's also a big battle going on there. But we'll have to see for the next lap when they're there. So Ruben Ferreira da Costa in the lead, followed by De Andrade and Magalhães. And then Hugo Antau on third. And it looks a little bit in Hugenot's corner if the two leading cars, so number 15 and 3, are just getting a little bit away from Hugo Antau on third.
Yeah, and the problem is that one car in the lead group, Abilio Justo, doesn't have a properly working transponder, so we might miss him every now and then at the top of the leaderboard, but he is still there. But did he lose a lot of ground anyway? I think he did.
And what is strange that until now, the whole weekend, it's probably the number 77 and 84 car who already had problems with the transponder earlier today, and yeah. I don't understand that it's not solved by now.
It's very strange, yeah.
Because it makes for us the commentary also quite difficult.
Yeah, it's not the only ones. The 173 is said to have a not properly working transponder. Now, who is that? That's Sébastien Boitier in 32nd position. Now at the front, there's quite a gap between the second and the third place car, and the third and the fourth place car. So the third place car, Hugo Antau, is on his own, so to speak. At the front, Ferreira da Costa and De Andrade or Magalhães. Who makes a pass on the outside? Does he? Does he? Does he? Or doesn't he get away with it? I don't think he does. So then it's Ferreira da Costa still leading the race.
Yeah, it still is, but we know from the previous ones that it can change every 1 or 2 laps. Yeah. But they are really driving away from the rest of the field. I mean,
maybe now they're wise enough to just go for it with the two of them. Help each other, then get away, and then at the end decide who wins this. That's probably much smarter in a class like this, where slipstreaming is all important. And behind them, they're not leaving much of a slipstream to the man in third place, Rafael Antunes.
We have some blocking rear tires from Abilio. Is it? No, it's not Justo. It's who is it on second? It's the Andrade. Yeah, then we have the same problem again with the transponders.
Yeah, Abilio Justo is the light-colored car in second position. Oh, look at that! There's debris. There's another. How do you call that? Fender. Or
I call it just a wheel cover.
Yeah, wheel cover, whatever it's called. That's not very handily placed in corner number 12, the second part of the Hans Ernst corner. And so it's Ferreira da Costa leading Abilio Justo, who is still second. And that gets corrected, luckily, by timekeeping. With battles going on in the middle of the field as well. Places 16, 17, 18, 19 or thereabouts. Yeah, starting 13th position, actually all the way down to 23rd position. 10 cars, all within a few seconds within each other. Then there's a lot of sand blowing in the air of one of the cars that briefly went through, well, what's left of the grass, because it's a bit dry at the moment. It's like Wimbledon in a dry year. It's not now, by the way, but. And Abilio Justo is keeping up the pressure, keeping the pressure on Ruben Ferreira da Costa at the front. But on the other hand, not constantly trying to pass him. So maybe they let each other live. Now, what's the distance to the cars behind them? It's De Andrade or Magalhães fending off the attack from Bernardo Bello. Rafael Antunes, who lost the place over the last lap. So Bernardo Bello is on his way, I think. There are our leaders. And I think you're right, Arthur. He doesn't seem to really attack. He probably, Abilio Justo probably has enough slipstream to try a pass, but he doesn't. And that's a good sign. That's smart driving.
He is close enough, but they have already created a gap to Rafael Antunes of almost 5 seconds, which is smart. And I think they could use like 5, 6, 7 seconds to go, because we still have more than 9.5 minutes in this race. So why wouldn't he? Rafael Antunes, of course, passed Bernardo Bello in this race, and the Andrade Magalhães, the number 3 car, is now on 5th position. It's clear that the 340R class leads. The first 10 cars are from that class. We only have one car that's missing there. It's a Guillermo Antau, but he's in the pits with the number 35 car. And some others, but they have had accidents in the first race with the previous start, so that makes it a little bit difficult. The only car that we miss at the moment would be the number 46 car, Fernando Infante de Camara.
I think that was the car that had a poor start at the beginning, that didn't get away really well, so maybe.
Yeah, but where is he at the moment?
I don't know. He's probably somewhere along the track. Maybe he stopped, or he's limping back.
But then he
the
is
pits.
already like more than 1 minute. No, he is too late. There is something wrong with that car, because he's just too late. And we are already in the 5th lap, so he should have been passing a couple of times already. And therefore he's missing right now almost 1.5 minutes. So one of the cars out of the race probably. In this case, of course, the car Fernando Infante da Camara, the number 46 car. Back to the front, here they are.
Now there is an attack
by
Abilio Justo.
Yeah, but they are now quite well away from the rest of the field. Yeah. So let's see what happens there, although we can't see it at the moment.
Ferreira da Costa was able to make the switch back to the inside at the end of the straight. So probably he is still leading the race. Can we see that? No, we can't, because they're following the second group, I think. Bernardo Bello, Rafael Antunes, and De Andrade or Magalhães. Whoever is behind the steering wheel. Then another group of, I think, 3 cars. Gonzalo Aguiar de Matos, Hugo Antau, and Pedro Ramos in the battle for 6th position.
The cars in the lead are really away from the rest, but then still the fighting between Ruben Ferreira da Costa and Abilio Justo is not really on, although they were at the straight. There was only 27,000 of a second between both of the cars, so they were basically driving along each other. But let's see what happens here on the straight. If Justo can get into the slipstream, and he does. And now he comes out really quick of the slipstream. The number 84 cars passing Ruben Ferreira da Costa. Da Costa goes to the outer side of Tarzan corner, then tries to get to the inside. And he is a little bit too late, or isn't he? No, he does.
That's a smart one.
Yeah, this is a smart move. And I think he takes the lead over again, but that depends if we can see when they come out of Gerlach corner. He takes the lead again. So Abilio Justo, after 2 corners already, takes the lead back from Ruben Ferreira da Costa.
It's Ruben Ferreira da Costa who takes
Yeah, you are right.
from Abilio Justo, and he did a very smart switchback through Tarzan corner. Justo seemed to defend well on the inside. And Ferreira had the. So it was Ruben Ferreira da Costa leading again. He did it very smart. He did a switchback on the inside of Tarzan. Now they're battling through turn 8 and 9, and maybe even 10, which is the left-hander. But it's Ruben Ferreira da Costa having regained the lead. Beautiful switchback, very low, very much on the inside, coming on the inside of Abilio Justo in the next corner and getting back that leading position, and he still holds that through turn 11 and 12.
Yeah, the heat is on in these guys here, because we also saw Abilio Justo going into, what was it, corner 9 or 10 with smoking tires, so he's really putting the pressure on at Ruben Ferreira da Costa, but also putting the pressure on his own car, his own tires, and that makes it quite difficult. We see here that in the Arie Luijendijk, the racing line of Abilio Justo is at the lower line instead of da Costa taking the higher line. And is he able to get out of the slipstream towards Tarzan corner? Justo on the outer side, da Costa on the inner side, and no. Nothing happens. They stay as it is for the moment, because in the previous lap it changed within 2 corners.
Yeah.
So, but at the moment it is still da Costa and Justo. And then we have Rafael Antunes, who really drops down here together with Miguel Carno. Did they hit each other somewhere on the track? I think so.
I think they were battling for 4th or 5th position.
Bernardo Bellio is now to 3rd position. Andrade Magalhães now to 4th. And Hugo Antão now for 5th position. And Antunes and Carno are just running down on our screen back to the bottom with a yellow flag at turn 11.
So that's probably where something happened.
Yeah. I was
Although
looking already into turn 11. I think I see a car standing there on the exit lane, but I am not very sure if that's a car.
Okay.
But yeah, there is something that looks like a car that's standing there in the corner in the escape route.
Yeah, could be. The escape road is fairly wide there, so yeah, you could afford to stand there, but still you need a warning with the yellow flag. Now, Bernardo Bello seems to be, well, not completely safe. There's a back marker in between, and there's the yellow car of, who is it? Antunes, I think it should be. Yeah, Rafael
It's the
Antunes.
number 32 car.
Yeah, that's him. Red flag with 2 minutes 20 to go, so that's end of the race. Now, I didn't see the exact moment when the red flag was shown, and I didn't see whether maybe at that moment Abilio Justo had passed Ruben Ferreira da Costa, but I guess not. I guess the red flag was shown before they passed the start-finish line. Everybody's going in.
And again, the cars are going into the pit lane.
Maybe
but
that's not smart.
normally it is. It is what it is, but it's not official rule.
No.
You go towards the start-finish line and you
Yep.
stop there like the guy
Yep.
in the
Yep.
green car does here. The number 12 car, he is right. And the rest is basically not doing what they were supposed to do when there is a red flag situation. And it's not the first time.
That'll be an interesting one for the race director and the stewards to make decisions on, and to communicate that to that group of racers that Caterham Iberia 340R and France Road Sport group, and let's hope they understand what they should have done. But that's the end of the race anyway. And as far as I can see, it was Ruben Ferreira da Costa first across the line, if at all. That last passing, I don't think it's part of the race, that last passing. I think it was before the end of that lap that the red flag was shown. All right, that was it for now for this race of the Caterham Iberia 340R and France Road Sport. That's also the end, I think, of the live stream. So thanks for watching from the Zandvoort Summer Trophy here in the Netherlands.